Okay, so I wanted to dive deeper into Deepseek. Deepseek is the Chinese equivalent to ChatGPT, except it's open source. And there's been a lot of noise about this, but I wanted to show you how to make a 3D map really quickly in using Deepseek. And my thanks to Geospatial Labs for inspiring this video. So the setup. First of all, you'll need to get to log into Deepseek. I think in my case, I've used sort of Google to log in. The URL is chat.deepseek.com. You can go in there. Again, if you wanted to download this and install this locally, you can do that. I'm not going to cover this in this video, but that's the interface of what Deepseek looks like. When you use Deepseek, what I'm about to show you, click each of these buttons need to be clicked, the search and this reasoning button as well. So you'll see those in blue. So that's the first thing. Second thing, we need Colab. Colab.research.google.com. You'll need a Google account. This is what it'll come up with. You basically need to create a new notebook. So click on the new notebook option and you will see this. And this is where you put your code. So that's what we've got so far. I'm going to just grab, excuse my looking around, the prompt that I'm going to use in Deepseek. Now, I'm not going to be able to show you every piece of the puzzle in Deepseek because everyone's using Deepseek today. So I did this yesterday. So I'm going to give you the prompt. I'll put this into the section below this video so you can copy it. Use variations on it. This wasn't exactly the prompt that I used within Deepseek, but use a variation on this one. So I'm really asking this. I want to plot the 10 highest mountains in the world on an interactive map. Make each marker, which marks that mountain, a 3D cylinder whose height is proportional to the mountain's height. Color each marker differently. Clicking on a marker should display the name of the mountain, the rank, 1 to 10, its height, and the country that it's actually in. I'll be using Python in Google Colabs for this. So that's our request. You'll see it thinking, you'll see it go through the steps it's going to take, and then it'll spit out the code. I actually encourage you to put it in. If you can get one code block, it makes it a bit easier. Sometimes Deepseek will give you multiple code blocks you've got to copy and paste into Colab. So that's what we've got. And as I've said, I'm going to go to Colab now. So let's move over to Colab. Colab.research.google.com is the URL. This is what you're going to see when you open it up. And remember, Colab is a development environment, so you haven't got to send it. You could set things up locally, but this makes life a lot easier. So new notebook is what we're going to select, and it's going to load, and then we get this interface. So you've got this option to start coding. This is where we're going to put the Python that was generated by Deepseek. So I'm just going to copy and paste what I built yesterday. Again, Deepseek today is super busy, so no one can get in because everyone's using it. So I built this yesterday. This is the code that that Deepseek came up with, and I'm just going to drop it in here, hit this button, and it'll start processing that Python. And what we're going to see in a minute is some output. It's going to be setting up some parameters, downloading some things. It's going to be just setting things up so it can specifically run this code. And there we go. So now we see the map. So this is a map, which is, again, it's a 3D map. We can maneuver around. It's not so easy with a mouse. You're going to actually see in here Nepal, and if you can see, we're going to zoom in. These are those mountains. So you can actually see them all in a line. So let's just mouse over. I'm going to just move that back. So that's number 3 in the ranking. That's the name of it. Its height in meters and where it sits. Everest is just over here. So ranks number 1 and where it is. And then right next to it, which I didn't realize, is 𝐂𝐞𝐞𝐤𝐒. I can't pronounce it. And then we've got all the other mountains. And again, there's a few off to the left that we can look at. But this is pretty amazing that as quickly as this, I can generate a map and I can put on that map these 3D elements. So I'm going to keep playing with this, but I'll put all the information about how to, the prompts, etc., into the notes below this video. But this is pretty amazing stuff. So more to come on this. Thanks for watching.